Henrietta receiving $500,000 in state funding to go toward a brand new animal shelter. This was announced by the governor's office today. News 8's Adalisa Badzik heard from the Henrietta town supervisor and now shares the town's plans and timeline.
Governor Kathy Hochul announced more than $10 million to support animal shelter improvements, and locally, Henrietta was one of the lucky recipients. Henrietta Town Supervisor Stephen Schultz told me today that about a year ago, the Department of Agriculture changed the requirements for animal shelters. They had to upgrade their shelter to meet those rules and knew it was going to be pricey, so they applied for this grant through the department.
So our initial estimates for the cost of the shelter, when you add in all the HVAC requirements, like you have to have radiant flooring so that the dogs aren't lying on cold floors, it has to have heating and air conditioning, a lot of air exchange. The costs are probably going to be about $850,000, so $500 covers a good chunk of that.
Town supervisor also adds Henrietta reached out to surrounding towns to also take part in the new facility.
We also, knowing that our neighboring smaller towns would have a really hard time ever meeting this requirement, we reached out to those smaller towns to see did they want to go in on the project with us. The towns of Rush and Wheatland were interested. Rush has already signed on. Wheatland is trying to resolve one of their issue before they sign on. So it'll probably be operated. It'll be the towns of Henrietta, Rush, and Wheatland will all keep their dogs here for impoundment, if a dog gets loose.
30 animal care organizations were awarded in total as part of the 7th round of New York State's Companion Animal Capital Fund. The governor says it's the first state program in the nation to fund capital projects for animal shelters. Funding, we're told, will support renovations, expansion projects, and in Henrietta's case, construction.
The existing shelter is tiny and really can't be expanded, so this will be, so now you need to have, the smallest shelter you can build is 3 kennels. We actually have, I think it's a total of 7 kennels. It will be located just south of, basically across the parking lot from Town Hall.
Now, since the start of the program in 2017, the governor's office says the state has dedicated over $38 million for animal improvement projects. Reporting in Rochester, Adalisa Badzik, News 8.